People have always said Portland is just an industry town with little to do, but that reputation is about to be changed with one of the biggest projects that this city has seen. Right in the heart of Old Town, a massive entertainment and leisure district is under construction, and it's going to be bringing live music, family fun, and a true dining and nightlife scene right here to Portland. Now, this isn't just another small upgrade. This is a development that could completely change how locals spend their weekends and even how people choose where to live here in the coastal bend. So be sure to stick around because I'm going to be walking you through exactly what Fifth and Elm is, what's being built, when it's opening, and why it's one of the most exciting things to happen to Portland in years. Hey everyone, I'm Lezli Milner, a Corpus Christi realtor, and on this channel I talk about living in Corpus Christi and the surrounding areas, and I create videos every week to help you get a real feel for life here on the coastal bend. So whether you're a local curious about what's changing in Portland or you're thinking about relocating, this video is going to give you a clear look at what's ahead. So let's get into exactly what Fifth and Elm is. At its core, this is going to be a brand new 135,000 square foot indoor and outdoor venue designed to give Portland something it's never really had before. A true place to gather, hang out, and be entertained. On the inside, you'll have a flexible hall and restaurant space where events and dining can happen year-round. Outside, you'll find a large open-air stage built for live concerts, community festivals, and performances. But it's not just about nightlife. This development is also designed with families in mind. There's going to be a huge artificial turf great lawn, tree groves for shade, playscapes with rolling hills and tunnels, an interactive water feature, as well as a climbing rope tower. It's the kind of setup where parents can relax while the kids play, or you can come out with friends for a concert and still feel connected to the community. Fifth and Elm is really aiming to be Portland's central spot for fun, whether it's a date night, a family day, or a big event. Now, let's talk about when all of this is actually happening. The official groundbreaking ceremony for Fifth and Elm was held back in February of 2024, and construction has been underway ever since. The city originally mentioned late summer 2025 as the goal, but more recent updates point to a mid-November 2025 ribbon cutting, so we are just a few months away from seeing this project open to the public. Now, the opening date is scheduled for Friday, November 14th. Between now and then, you're going to see the finishing touches being added, the landscaping, the outdoor stage setup, and those family-friendly features like the turf lawn, the splash area, and the play structures. Fifth and Elm is officially in the home stretch, and by the end of the year, locals will finally get to experience what this development has been promising since the very beginning. I would say one of the people's biggest concerns is where is everybody actually going to park for these events? Well, the good news is that the city has already planned for it. There will be parking all around the facility with space for about 300 to 400 cars right on site. And on top of that, they're working with private partners to provide additional parking just a block or two away. So capacity shouldn't be an issue, and to help with the flow, especially on big event nights, there will be police presence to help direct the traffic. So why does this matter if you already live in Portland, or even if you're in Corpus and you're thinking about moving across the bridge? Well, for years, locals have said there's just not much to do here beyond the usual restaurants or heading into Corpus Christi. Well, Fifth and Elm is about to change that by creating a true destination right in the middle of Old Town. Instead of driving across the Harbor Bridge for a concert or a night out, you're going to be able to grab dinner, catch some live music, and let the kids play all right here in Portland. And that's a huge convenience factor, especially for families who don't want to haul everybody into town. But beyond convenience, this adds a whole new layer of identity for the city. This isn't just another park or retail center, it's a major community space that is designed to host everything from concerts and festivals to casual nights out, which means more options for the weekends, more reasons to invite friends over, and more pride in having something like this right in our own backyard. And of course, big projects like this also bring in big change for people already living nearby. You're going to likely see more foot traffic and some extra congestion on event nights, but with that comes added vibrancy in Old Town. And the development itself won't directly raise the property values, but as more businesses and activity move into the area, it's going to contribute to Portland's overall desirability. So while there may be some trade-offs with some added noise or traffic, the long-term effect is a stronger, more connected community. As far as events and programming, the city has already said that live music will be a big focus, especially showcasing local bands, and in fact, Portland's Parks and Recreation Department will be moving their summer concert series to this venue starting in 2026, with the full schedule expected to be announced next spring. So that means that you can count on concerts becoming a regular part of Portland's summers. But beyond music, this space is designed as a flexible community destination, so think family events, festivals, and leisure activities. And to give you a sense of who's going to be running the show, Mark Schallberg and CC Turnkey, who's had a hand in successful venues like Brewster Street and Concrete Street Amphitheater, will be managing the restaurant and the events here at Fifth and Elm. Now, one of the biggest questions that I've been hearing is what restaurant is coming to Fifth and Elm, and the city hasn't announced it just yet, but they said more information will be released as we get closer to the opening date. And personally, I would love to hear what you think. Should it be barbecue, seafood, Tex-Mex? Drop a comment below and let's see what locals are hoping for. As far as food options beyond that, the plans only call for one main restaurant inside the facility, and with that said, I wouldn't be surprised if food trucks get brought in for concerts or for bigger festivals. It hasn't been confirmed just yet, but it would make sense. And while this development itself is mostly focused on the entertainment and the food, a lot of local business owners here in Portland are excited about the opportunities that it could create for the shops and the restaurants in the surrounding blocks. In fact, some are already saying that this could be the boost that Old Town needs. From a real estate perspective, developments like Fifth and Elm are important because they change the way people view a community. When you add entertainment, dining, and family amenities to an area, it doesn't just make life more convenient, it increases the overall desirability of the surrounding neighborhoods. For Portland, this project also signals that the city is serious about quality of life improvements, not just industry or infrastructure, and that's exactly what many buyers are looking for. And the neighborhoods closest to Fifth and Elm, like East Cliff and North Shore, are positioned to benefit the most simply because of their proximity. Now, being able to walk or bike to concerts, restaurants, or the festivals is a huge lifestyle advantage, and that convenience often translates into stronger housing demand. For homeowners, this kind of demand can support property values over time, and this also opens the door for new types of investment. Right now, Portland doesn't have a big presence of short-term rentals like Airbnb or Vrbo, but with an entertainment venue of this scale drawing in visitors, that could start to change. And as more people come into town for concerts, festivals, or events, the demand for weekend rentals could grow. It's early, but projects like this have the potential to spark an entirely new segment of the market here in Portland. And looking at the bigger picture, revitalizing Old Town adds a layer of long-term stability to the market. It helps Portland diversify beyond just being seen as an industry town, and that broader appeal makes the city more competitive when buyers are deciding where to relocate within the coastal bend. And in real estate, it's not just about the homes themselves, it's also about the lifestyle and the community being built around them. And Fifth and Elm is a strong step in that direction. And it's important to note that this isn't just about Fifth and Elm. The city of Portland has made it clear that this is part of a bigger effort to revitalize Old Town. They even launched a series of community events called Families on Fifth to gather feedback from residents, and that input directly shaped the design. Now, alongside this project, you're going to also see major street improvements and stormwater drainage upgrades rolling out. Revitalizing historic areas like this has been proven to spark economic growth in other cities, and Portland is aiming for the same result here. More business activity, more tax revenue, and more reasons for people to choose Portland as their home. So that's what's ahead for Portland with the Fifth and Elm development. This project is going to make a huge difference for locals and for anyone thinking about moving to the area. If you've got questions about neighborhoods, investments, or real estate here in the Coastal Bend, my contact information is in the description below for you. Feel free to reach out anytime. And as always, don't forget to like and share this video with someone who would want to know about what's coming to Portland. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.